President Trump and North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un finished an unprecedented meeting in Singapore with a deal to start denuclearizing the Korean peninsula.
We're very proud of what took place today. I think our whole relationship with North Korea and the Korean peninsula is it's going to be a very much different situation than it has in the past.
The two leaders signed what Mr. Trump called a comprehensive document detailing what he said was their commitment to establish relations.
It offers few specifics on how North Korea's nuclear arsenal will be removed. The summit, which lasted less than 5 hours, was the first between a sitting U.S. president and a North Korean leader.
President Trump said it would lead to many more meetings, and he would absolutely consider, he says, inviting Kim to the White House. CBS Evening News anchor Jeff Glor is leading our coverage from Singapore, where the president left a short time ago. Jeff, good morning. What a day.
Indeed. Gayle, good morning to you. Good evening here from Singapore. The president said he did everything he could at this summit, and that's why he is headed back to the U.S. a little earlier than planned. Now, while the president and Kim Jong Un here agreed to work toward denuclearization in exchange for security assurances from the U.S., they did not establish a timetable to meet that goal. Could be potentially anywhere from 3 to 15 years, folks say, for denuclearization of the peninsula if it happens. There was also no mention in the agreement of human rights abuses committed by the Kim regime, and no specifics on how the deal would get done. That said, there is this signed document. This was the first time a sitting U.S. president has met with the leader of North Korea. There were these handshakes. Major Garrett is on Sentosa Island, the site of today's historic summit, with more on the president's plan moving forward. Major, good morning.
Good morning. Summit images from this opulent island hotel were in every way historic. The agreements reached somewhat more vague, and that's important considering North Korea's checkered history of living up to agreements made with the United States. Even so, President Trump says there is now a real chance for peace, denuclearization, and a brand new relationship. Why? Because the president said he now trusts Kim Jong Un and knows that he wants to make a deal. More summits appear inevitable, and the president said he's open to traveling to the North Korean capital of Pyongyang and inviting Kim to the White House.
The letter that we're signing is very comprehensive.
President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un signed a joint statement seeking a new relationship, a process to bring peace to the two Koreas, and for the North to, quote, work toward complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. Mr. President, the joint statement does not talk about verifiable or irreversible denuclearization.
Yeah.
Is that a concession on the part of the United States?
No, not at all, because if you look at it, I mean, it said we are going to, let's say here, it will be gone. I don't think you can be any more plain than what we're asking.
We asked about verifying North Korean compliance.
Well, it's going to be achieved by having a lot of people there. And as we develop a certain trust, and we think we have done that.
Will those people be Americans or international?
Combinations of both.
Agency.
Combinations of both. And we have talked about it, yes.
The day began with never-before-seen images of a sitting American president repeatedly shaking hands with the leader of a legendarily repressive and militarized regime. Kim Jong Un appeared to grasp the enormity of the moment, telling the president it was like a scene from a science fiction movie. Last year's chest-thumping and insults hurled between the two leaders were a distant memory, replaced by amiable looks and chats as they walked the colonnade of one of Singapore's most luxurious hotels.
We will have a terrific relationship, I have no doubt.
Seated alone with interpreters only, Kim told reporters the two countries had overcome the obstacles and prejudices of the past. Later, in a meeting that included the leaders' aides, President Trump said he was confident the two sides would make progress.
We will be successful, and I look forward to working on it with you. It will be done.
The president said North Korea possesses a sizable nuclear arsenal and that Kim knows as much, if not more, about it than the military he has supervising it. And despite the fact the North Koreans have taken no aggressive steps to dismantle that arsenal, the president said now is the time to end joint military exercises, U.S. and South Korea. The president said they're expensive, and in this atmosphere of goodwill, Jeff, he said they are, quote, inappropriate.